Hello, everyone. How do you do on this fine day? This Wednesday, an auspicious one at that. We are starting a new game today. We are going to be playing Scarlet Hollow. God, you can see the horrific zit that I have on my lip. Well, my face craters aside, this is a game by the same team that did Slay the Princess, if you're familiar with that little visual novel that they did. Very fun time. You may notice the back of the executive producer's neck is looking a little matted. That's because we had to dose him with flea things today, and he has been sulking all morning and only came out now when the ring light came on. So, I wonder what you could want. Yeah, this is by the same team that did Slay the Princess, which I thought was a ton of fun. Yeah, there it is. That's what you want, isn't it? Here's Bridge. This one's from Bridge. Whoop. Yeah, brand new bag. Couple too many. Yes, buddy. Oh, he already got a bribe for his flea meds. There you go. Oh, the little reach up paw. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, you lick that cat tree, you little weirdo. A handsome man. Yeah, so this is as I understand it, a very branching horror mystery visual novel. The little blurb I'll just read out from Steam, which is: your aunt's dead, your cousin hates you, and you're stuck in the dead-end town of Scarlet Hollow. Choose your path through a branching narrative so dense that you'll see less than 1/5 of the game on a single playthrough. You won't be able to save everyone. Good luck, and welcome home. So this is a game that's been releasing in episodes. It isn't done yet. I think it will be relatively soon, all things considered, but I'm willing to wait no longer, and I still think that there's a nice chunk of game here that we can get through and have a good time with. So this is going to be much more in the vein, I think, of Chrono Jotter than, say, a Pathologic. A lot of listening to me read shit, which was admittedly a lot of Pathologic as well. Let's pop over to the game, okay? I'm a huge fan of Abby Howard's art. I think both Slay the Spire and everything I've seen of this game are just so beautifully crafted. A+. But yeah. Excuse me. Let's get to it. Our name. Let's just say Ark. You live in the city of... Does this mean the city I live in now? Or does this mean I'm naming Scarlet Hollow something else? Should I be entering Scarlet Hollow here? Oh, welcome back. Oh. Yeah, are you here? Can you help me with this one? I'm worried that I'm gonna say I'm from Scarlet Hollow and going to Scarlet Hollow, or I'm going to be renaming the game something like Pittsburgh. Also, please let me know how the volume is and how the balance of the music and stuff is. Yeah. Hi, bud. It's where you live now, Scott. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Oh, no worries. No worries. I was just I got really paused here. I had no context whatsoever. Okay, where am I from? Let's say the Bay. I am he, him. We can select 2 traits. I saw this, and it's really good. So we have 2 out of 7 that we have to pick. Our first option, powerful build. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an imposing presence that commands the room, and a mean right hook. Mystical, strange and unusual, you see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Talk to animals. You can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Street smart, good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker, you can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Keen eye, observant with a knack for picking up small details and empathetic. Book smart, well-read and rational, possessing a wealth of esoteric knowledge and knowing when to use it. And being a talented researcher. And hot. Extremely good-looking. A natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. Is there a world in which one of these is not talk to animals? I think I just gotta lock in talk to animals. And now I'm between, for my own personal interest, street smart and keen eye. Those are the ones that I think are cool. I'm kind of interested in mystical, and I think hot would be really funny. I want to do a himbo build through this game once of powerful build and hot. I'm going to take street smarts. I like to be good at lying. We can talk to animals and also lie to animals. I can read people and read a room, as opposed to seeing things and reading things. I don't know. I want them all. It's the problem. It's my curse. I'm going with this, though. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. Fun fact, powerful build and hot together specifically open himbo dialogue? Yes! Yes! Perfect! For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearland Street. Pearland Scarlet. God, I can't read. The funeral of Pearland Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying. Oh, no. He's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. This is Todd from BoJack. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, I have to use Street Smart when it comes up. I'm gonna feign an illness. You begin to cough and your eyes start to water on command. Pretending to be sick has always been one of the better ways to get people to leave you alone in strange places. Oh, are you sick? That's alright. I'm pretty sure I've already had whatever you got. I'm sick all the time. Gotta keep my immune system on its toes, you know? So this girl comes up to us swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and jeez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Very funny. All right. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened it a little bit. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Okay, hold up. I gotta pivot here. Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York? After she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her? Hey, now, I never threatened to kill her. You just told me you did. Okay, maybe over text, just a little, but fatherhood is scary. Plus, her mom's there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. Anyway, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be heading to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop till this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up there in the holler, you see, and there's always a job listing, too, on the board around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like the lungs. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now, and I think about it. I should see it there on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Oh, they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you hadn't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they're dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Oh, such as, I am actually allergic to peanuts. That seems dangerous, but a really appealing concept. I could also I wish there was an option that says I'm allergic to peanuts and Street Smart I'm allergic to peanuts lie. No, thanks. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your drink, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seats next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. This is like that guy I sat next to on a plane who offered me homemade beef jerky from a Ziploc bag. Yeah, same energy. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that here feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Ark. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos of her on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Can't believe Facebook was still relevant when this was first written. When did the first one of this come out? It was a while back. 2021, actually. Not as far back as I would have thought. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Who uses Facebook now except the olds, bots, and Annie Tanny? How are you holding up? Fine. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Since I'm here, do you need help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever. What's done is done. I'm not gonna say Dead Moms Club. I hate it. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And there it is. The Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step aside. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, the bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so that you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay for free. So mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name's Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Tabitha sucks. Yeah, kinda. Though her mom did just die, so I'm willing to cut her a bit of slack. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Can I ask about the cat? Where's the cat? Can I ask about the cat? I need to know about this man. This little guy. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. She is real for guarding the ice cream and mac, though. She's got her priorities straight for sure. 100%. I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Sweet, thanks. Cool. Good talk. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? It is. Thank you. These both feel patronizing or needlessly aggressive. Let's move on. All right, what's next? What's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Talk to animals, approach the cat. Don't try to pet Frou-Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Ne me parle pas. Sorry, but I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady, je ne parle français. Of course. Atypically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. Very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. I love that the cat is French. Hell yeah. I mean, admittedly, knowing the cat, maybe it's just fucking with me. Cats are assholes. I know, I've got one right here. A cat, not an asshole. Fuck. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Oh! These are from Mother Boy. From the scoop. You're gonna do your little crime hand again? Boy, come here. Hey, what? Come on. You're being silly. There he is. I should get a cat cam. Wind it around. And stick it in the little display I got from Ash. There he is. All right. Maybe the next time I'm over by Micro Center, I'll grab a webcam while we're there. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. We'll get it before the charity stream. Fair enough. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. New game, who dis? This is Scarlet Hollow, Myth, a mystery horror visual novel by the same team that did Slay the Princess. We made a character. We are here for our aunt's funeral. We just got here. Our cousin's a bitch. We talked to her cat because one of the perks we picked at the beginning of the game is speak to animals. And now you're mostly caught up, and we're in the nightmare bathroom from hell. Why is a toothbrush in a wine glass? What's going on in here, Tabitha? I think this started before Princess, but isn't finished yet. So it's got one more, yeah, this bathroom sucks tremendously. It's got one more, chapter to go, one or two more chapters to go, I don't remember. But there's still a nice big old chunk of sprawling visual novel game here to experience. So. Oh, I love the occasional fly noises and the flickering fluorescent bulb. Let's linger in here forever. Do I dare lift the toilet seat? I'm scared. Oh, no.
Scram, fellas, the jig's up.
Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. 2 chapters remaining, but they will come in a single future update. Got it. Thank you. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Desperate times. Use the facilities. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Holy shit, this room actually looks kinda nice. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. Should be empty. This is incredible. Actually, no, I'm being genuine. This is a nice fucking room, all things considered. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom, or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many people must have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back out to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away, and others down the line. Okay. I'm just opening with, listen, did I do something? Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay, I'm sorry. I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please, just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine. Same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. Requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Hashtag girl boss. Listen, while I don't necessarily approve of a coal mine, I have no particular reason to condemn you right now. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No. The mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way that I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. That's a healthy mindset. Seems like a good way to look at a job instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing you love the most. It's okay to just have a job. Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe. Would I rather be doing something else with my life? Maybe. But I know I had to take over the company, so why think about that other stuff that I could be doing? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you're back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the Forbidden Wing. Honestly, let's settle into our room. This is the first thing that I would do upon getting to a place that I'm going to be in, is I would unpack what I need to unpack. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. How Beauty and the Beast, yeah? You stand at the entrance to your room. Let's look at the painting first. Who's this Lady Dimitrescu lady? This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Marybelle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Let's put our shit in the dresser. Oh, fuck! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry.
Afraid.
Aye, friend, I know hurt.
Afraid.
Oh, what's your name, little guy? I'm Ark.
Dustin.
What are you doing in my drawers?
Warm. Dark.
Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Hi, Dustin. I love Dustin.
Which human?
Tell me about Tabitha. Can you tell me about Tabitha?
Dustin not good with names.
One of the humans died. Only one lives here now.
2 human live here.
Can you tell me about the humans who live here? Can you tell me about the 2... Okay, Dustin, can you tell me about the 2 humans who live here?
1 human sad, 1 human scary.
The sad human. Can you tell me about the sad human?
Cries. Give Dustin bad sleeps.
The scary human. Can you tell me about the scary human?
Always watches. Eyes. Hateful.
Never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin.
Okay.
Fashion your clothes into a nest. You poor thing. You look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes.
Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this.
You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself. For a job well done. I would die for Dustin. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds and chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. Check the closet. Oh, yeah, dude! You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of in this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up here. Pick up the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up and examine it more closely. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandra." No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Take a nap. You've earned it. You immediately collapse on the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. You know, a PB&J sounds great right now, and not just because I want to meet Frou-Frou again. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of this place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. But first, approach Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Dustin says there's more than one person living in the house.
You talk to the disgusting little rat. Who lives in this house is none of your concern.
Do you like living here?
I despise small talk.
Can you tell me about Tabitha? Oh yeah, Frou-Frou's little chunky neck thing. It's so good. What can you tell me about my cousin? This is the first time I've met her.
Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I will have to take things into my own hands.
Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Fine. Search the cabinets. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and, oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a butter knife. You grab a plate and a butter knife. All you need now is some actual food. Examine the mug. It reads, "I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina." So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Main mission of the game, win Frou-Frou's love. Absolutely. It was one of those things where I briefly entertained the idea of not taking talk to animals, but I have to. I simply must. There never was a choice. Examine the shot glass. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perlan, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Perlan wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. I don't see why I would need a bowl, so I don't think I'm going to take one. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. To the pantry. What the fuck, Tabitha? Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is some jelly and peanut butter. Take peanut butter. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Tabitha has healthy eating habits, clearly. All you need now is some jelly. I will examine the mac and cheese. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Put it back. Put a dead mouse in it? Why the fuck would I do that? Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems not to like you. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Close the pantry. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Oh, God, am I feeling brave? Am I feeling brave to examine old takeout? Hey, why? Hold up, is there a hide? Hides the user interface, H. What's up with this fucking cow with lips, dude? I hate this. This 2% milk cow. Huh. Okay. Examine old takeout. Oh, no, why did I do that? Why did I do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess, wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. Free meal. Hey, food's food. This substance doesn't just smell bad. Hell, it's a century egg. The substance doesn't just smell bad. It smells ancient. Burn it! For God's sake! No! No, dude! For God's sake, put it back! Your body reacts before you even registered what you're doing, compelled by a deep, primal disgust. You shove the container back into the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Check the mayonnaise. What a horrifying fridge. You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar. Its label is flaking in your hands. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this, you think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Put it back. I just wanted to look at it. Tabitha, girl. Why did she put it back in the fridge, though? Tabitha wasn't saving it for a midnight snack. Hey, maybe that's the other mysterious tenant's food. I don't know what their dietary restrictions are. I trust Dustin implicitly, and he tells me that there's a second person living here, and that sucks. You stare longingly at the pint of ice cream for a few moments before your self-restraint kicks in and you put it back where you found it. Tabitha already seems to not like you, and it's probably best not to fan the flames of her hatred. Take jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in the kitchen that Tabitha actually uses. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to close this fridge and get to work. My dark work begins. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Make that PB&J! Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you've successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! You can feed yourself. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Check out the garden. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Return to the kitchen. Well, not much to do there. You head back in and close the door behind you. You're done here. Congratulations! You have eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Might as well head into town. I'm not gonna violate Tabitha's rules yet. Maybe the other person has hateful eyes because Tabitha is trying to make the fucking T-virus in her fridge. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Why, I do declare, who is this stranger and why does he smell of peanut butter? Oh, Gretchen's the dog, fuck. I do declare, who is this stranger and why does he smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Mark. Oh my. I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ark. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You weren't in town for the, funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. I see no reason to pointlessly lie. Yep. I just got into town today. Wow. I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days, I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann passed. Or for a while before that, now that I think about it. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. As she did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I'm worried about her too. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were real close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. Probably be good for her now that you're staying there. Even if she doesn't think so herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everybody else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everybody knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was a little more prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, wait, that was Gretchen. I keep losing the thread of who's talking sometimes when it's the animals. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up there in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare? Sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? I'm joking. If I could actually talk to animals, do you think I'd just do that in front of people? I'd be way more discreet about it than that. Can't have people knowing my secret. Yeah, of course, that'd be ridiculous. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they got amazing biscuits. My treat. Sure, why not? Awesome, let's go. All right, before we get into the pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food, the Talk to Animals perk was the best decision I've ever made. Every single animal we've talked to so far has been awesome. Including the toilet roaches. Oh yeah, Abby Howard knows animals. Both the cat and the dog, like the fat rolls on the cat's neck and everything about Gretchen is incredible. But we are at the midpoint of the stream. I'm going to take a 3-minute ad break real quick. I'm already getting so much mileage out of it. Very true. But I'm going to take a 3-minute ad break. I'm going to go grab another water because this is more reading, and I could probably use one. And I will return in 3 minutes, and we will resume this delightful game. I am having a great time. I will see you all in a few minutes. Hello, everyone. I wonder how long it would have taken you to find out if there was a mystery second house person without it. Yeah, I'm wondering if there were other avenues to discover that. I wonder if, like, Mystic could sense another aura or something in the house or some stuff like that. I look at the picture of my family in the back corner booth. This looks like a good diner, by the way. This diner looks like it is fucking excellent. All right, everybody, we have returned. Let's get back to it. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. Choosing to believe you're referring to this single long-haired drifter in the back left. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Silently stare at the patrons. Are you winning, bro? I'm working on it. You silently stare at the patrons, unsure of what to say, or perhaps unwilling to break the silence.
Hi, this is Tabitha's cousin.
He just got into town for the funeral. I'm showing him around.
Stella moves to the nearest booth, and you quickly follow.
There's no need to be nervous, you know. They won't bite.
Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady.
For me! For me!
Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip: you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Yes! That is a good dog! That is what I wanted to see! God, I love Gretchen.
So, Avo, we were able to select 2 of 7 perks at the very beginning of this game. One of the ones that we picked was Speak to Animals. It's not the dog that's talking, it's that I am capable of speaking with beasts.
Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. I'll order a biscuit and a coffee. Could I have the biscuit and a coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the... Best in the country. County. Fuck! Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh! And, I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone.
Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week.
Oh, the food's gone. The bacon's gone. The bacon's gone. Stopping in to say hi and keep my watch streak going. Pegasus and I are busy tonight, but we'll see if we can catch up the VOD and join you tomorrow. Have fun hauling your Scarlets. Thanks for dropping in, Annie Danny, all the same. Hope to see you next time. I'll have the VOD up before the evening's out, ideally. So, see you soon.
See you then. And hello to you on the VOD watch later.
That goes to all VOD watchers. Hello to you. I appreciate you. I always appreciate you. Avery can't get it, honestly.
There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party on Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion.
Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member?
No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library.
I just wanted to... Oh, yeah, no, this cop is for sure shit-talking us in the background. I don't trust this guy one bit. Come say it to my face, you old fuck.
Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest.
Hell yeah, religion sucks. Isn't this like the rural South? That's gotta be unusual.
I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something about, something a little off about the guy, a little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week?
What's your angle here?
My angle? I'd never have an angle.
This place looks deeply deep. Oh, yeah, no, for sure this place is haunted as fuck. She definitely has an angle. Said like a Disco Elysium skill. She definitely has an angle. I should do some cocaine about it.
Okay. So my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with the camera, and it's always better when someone else is there to... Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I'd known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. When he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Oh, you didn't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, no. Oop. Clicked wrong. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, as Stella mentioned, she's famous? Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. What kind of videos do you do? Cool. She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Ark. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one? Oh, yeah. The Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner's a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Oh, look at Gretchen looking. God, I love this dog. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Scared in the Woods 3. Haunted ice cream parlor. Gretchen's dying. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if this was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've ever seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw that thing with my own two eyes. It's a mountain lion. You decide to take Gretchen's word for it. I think it's a mountain lion. You can kind of make out its little kitty cat ears. No way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait! No spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Interesting. Tell me more. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Isn't that just shitty Bigfoot? No, I have to. Isn't that just shitty Bigfoot? It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids, and one of the smellier, according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. Goodbye, pretty boy Avery. We'll miss you. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown. Goodbye, pretty them Avery. But I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be exciting enough. Even if it is just worse Bigfoot. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky. That sort of thing. That depends. Are you going to be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be. Of course. It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen there with me. Say no more. Say no more. I'm in. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika had to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. I doubt this woman's instincts. She seems very nice. But she has Gretchen to protect her. And she's like coming to the woods with me at night. Yeah. But Reese? I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. You mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? It feels like it's been forever. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay. If you're really sure. But if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out with the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's just here for the week. Anyway, we're going to look out for skunk ape. The instincts of a white lady in a horror movie thinking nothing could go wrong. Again, we have Gretchen here to protect us. We could take the easier trails, if that'd help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring it. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on these past, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse lately. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well. It's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on. Let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip. Leave a generous tip. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. I'll leave a generous tip. You reach into your pockets and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Ivory will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. It hadn't been very cold when you'd first arrived into town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you can see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel unsettled. Your guts tangle into knots, knowing with each step you ascend into the unknowable hills. Every snapping twig and rustling leaf makes your heart beat faster and your eyes go wider. Stella, by comparison, is jaunty. You wish you had her confidence, but you can't shake the feeling that something bad awaits you in the woods. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be, well, so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Yeah, that's called global warming. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans for long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, chances are never zero, right? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Of course I believe in aliens. I know somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. I believe in aliens in the most boring way possible. Bacteria. Yeah. And suddenly, it looks like daylight outside. He could see the cows out in the field, birds in the sky, and this metallic egg thing appeared floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky would be. I know it's a secondhand source, but there's plenty more like it, and if they are true... Could have been the government. It's not like they don't have a history of conducting weird experiments on people. Sure, the government does messed up stuff on the daily, but the way I see it, I have about as much control over what they do as I would over extraterrestrial beings. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart, you know? Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right, or if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you eventually. There'll be no one left who remembers us, or what we did in our lifetimes. Damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism. Don't try to disarm me with your nihilism. Damn. You've disarmed me with your nihilism, and now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Oh, don't worry. Isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaninglessness of our actions? Meaninglessness of our actions? Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from the town rig a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and I got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wriggle my way back out. Turns out that wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. Conspiracy theories are typically one of a handful of things which admits to stuff the CIA has admitted to doing. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. I object to that accusation. I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, and that's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. Took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense. But a few tomato juice baths later, and I was right as rain, so could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing a baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of video of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's got a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. Deer just do that, yeah. Deer are fucking freaky. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Ah, Duke, you rascal! Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were... some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. Just old Duke.
Now the hell are you looking for way out here?
Skunk Ape.
Sorry I asked. And who's this he's suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that?
Yep.
I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of you head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter, and won't be too appreciative of a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife.
What are you hunting tonight?
Something
Tall and hairy? Musky? You seen anything like that recently?
Wouldn't you like to know? You can never stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down.
Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learn from the best.
That you did. But I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it, the way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose many more than that.
Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's...
I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find anyone in one night tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting to my chickens. Couldn't be anything else.
I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. That's true. There are mountain lions out here sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees.
I can't believe you go out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-aged Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by gazers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video.
I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible.
You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight.
Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain lion. Oh, what do we do? Oh, so many good options. My gut says I should just let Duke and Stella... Yeah, like, yeah... But it'd be fun to lie. Let's see how this plays out a little further. And if it resolves, it resolves. But this is between Duke and Stella. You stand awkwardly by as the two continue to argue. Duke, you're just wasting your time. Give us one night out there to see what we can find, and I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, right. You get some shaky footage of a raccoon and claim it's a heretofore unknown creature that is heat ray vision or some nonsense.
Granted, given who made this game, the answer is probably third worst thing. Yeah, for sure, right? It's a nightmare out there, whatever it is. I know what I'm looking for, and there's no way I'm backing down. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor. And who knows what that'll mean for my career. You ain't the only one on a schedule. As you know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty. We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge. You're right. No point losing any more time arguing. Fine. We'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break a what now? I mean, good luck, old man. All right. Have a nice night, y'all. Can't wait to find out that Duke's fucking dead tomorrow morning. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. It seems incredibly dangerous to go out there with Duke and a shotgun, Stella! Stella! There's a man with a gun in the woods. Stella! Gonna find Duke with no eyes and liver, yeah. No way. Not with Duke and his shotgun out there waiting to blow our heads off. I like my head intact, not blown to pieces, thank you very much. Well, I understand your fears, Ark. This is an opportunity for a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can. Oh, you don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out trekking with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. Immediately turn around and just leave. He's got a gun. Oh. No, we're doing it. We're doing it, because fuck it. Gretchen gave me her word, and I trust Gretchen. She said we should do it. Oh, fine. There's no shaking you, is there? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. All right. This looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Ark, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right here in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging, Gretches! I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start trekking the scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery. It's breathtaking. And the air is so clean and fresh. Feels like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for the beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying, wow, into the empty expanse every time I come up here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Boars? Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. No, shut up. No words. Listen. Did you hear that? Sounds close. Let's check it out. Okay, or don't listen. God damn it. Wonder what a full Hot Strong Himbo run would be like. Oh, yeah. No, I absolutely... Like, this is a game that I'm probably going to play multiple playthroughs of once I finish the stream of it. I need to do a Himbo run. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? Oh, no! Uh-oh! A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. The acorn becomes the oak, becomes the rich rot that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken. Oh dear! And there's something uncouthly fake and vile to its odors. Let me at him! How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space? Let me at him! Your souring husk will feed the coming world. This is good. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. I bet you wouldn't hear that spooky-ass dialogue without animal talk. Yeah, probably. Animal talk paying dividends like crazy. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh my! It seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. They don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah. Looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Why did you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice of a hiking companion. Excuse you! Though, after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, and so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17. I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Remain silent. You remain silent. That dog is 17. Hey, you hungry? That seems like a great time to take a snack break. Oh my god, you have so many. Yeah, that's an old lady. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Ooh. We have a serious choice here. I want the sesame sticks. You grab a handful of sesame sticks. Ah, that's the one snack I didn't make myself. I was hoping to wow you with my cooking skills, but I guess that'll have to wait for some other time. Still, tasty choice. Chips of the hiking trail. The record for a pug is 19. Damn. Some would say chips are the chips of the hiking trail, but who would bring such a delicate, spice-consuming snack in their pack when they could fit another bottle of water or more snacks? Again, girl knows her priorities. Yes! You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws on a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in the Bay. You have a house? An apartment? You live with family? Roommates? Pets? Tell me what it's like to be Ark. Oh, wow. I have a lot of options. Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I also have 5 roommates, and they have to come downstairs to do laundry in my room because the washer and dryer are down there. It's a mixed bag. I don't really mind it. Could be worse. Finding a place with in-unit laundry is a big deal in the Bay. I just wish it weren't so in-unit. For me, at least. It'd also be nice if it didn't flood so much. Half the room is unusual because it's 3 inches deep in water every couple of weeks. I don't remember the last time I've had a good night's sleep. Or privacy, for that matter. But it's cozy. And it's home. That's a nice way to look at things, but I don't know if I could handle that. Are your roommates nice at least? They're nice enough. Don't build a basement in the Bay. The Bay just seemed like a generic enough, vague name. They're nice enough, but it's a tough living situation. I get that. I certainly don't think I could live without any privacy like that. Do you think he'll move out at some point? I've been saving up for something better. Oh, I hear you. Oh, yeah? Good for you. So, what do you do for a living? Let's say I'm in the service industry here, I think. I work in the service industry. I'm on my feet all day getting yelled at for things beyond my control, and I mostly get paid in tips. I hate it. And I only hope that one day I'll be able to do something different. A crisp breeze passes over you. Oh, hey! A peeker. Little peeker over there. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, they're gone. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. I think we're being watched. Might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside of town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it. And I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. I gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore. Yep, you got it. They died a few years back. But it's okay. I've done my mourning. Life goes on. And we still get to live in our beautiful family home. Just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was a local vet, the lady all the farms in the country knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So, yeah, those were my parents. What's with Dead Moms Club? My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's all right if you ever need to talk about things. Oh, thanks, Ark. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I don't feel much about it. It was a long time coming, so I'd made my peace with it. I get that, but even so, I'm sorry. We're both too young to have to deal with this. My stars! What was that? It's showtime. Say nothing. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, watch Gretchen a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close. Do stay close, Ark. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you.
I see it. It's sweet and kind. A bit of flowers, a nice wind, a gentle gardener.
Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Hey, what? No, come back with that. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing maybe 2, 3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. Whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's heading north. Let's go after it. I'm just following Stella. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh, bummer. Stella! Ow! Are you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. I just tripped on something weird. Just like my Stella to get overexcited and lose track of herself. Oh, no. That poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Why is it bloated?
A new beginning. I'm going home.
Oh, Jesus. It's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Do we? It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks. And she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but it seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much to be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Oh, you are. Wait, do you hear that? I know that smell. That's old Duke.
Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home?
Birdie? Birdie! Oh, no. What's happened to you, sweetheart?
Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. She smells terrible. Nothing like an animal at all, just like that deer. I can barely even smell the woods anymore, that uncanny plastic stench.
Jesus H. Christ. Ooh. I don't think... God, I do love the "and" clause. All these animals have been saying some crazy shit. There is something really wrong with all of the animals we've been seeing tonight. What a horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that.
No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious.
Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her.
Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something?
You know there ain't no such thing.
It's not of this world, that's for certain. What a disgusting thing it was. Unappetizing in every sense of the word.
Oh, that's gnarly. You stoop down to look at the chicken.
Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. I would never. Something about that bird doesn't smell right.
You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Examine the head. This poor little chicken's eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life.
Can't hide from me. I can see you. I can smell you. Sick, sick creature.
Examine the wing. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns.
The old becomes the new. I've never flown, but now I soar.
Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard.
Yeah, what a bastard.
Examine the growth. Good God. At first you thought it might be a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop, and she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. It happened to me once. There's not so much as a scar these days.
I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. It smells like it should be buried somewhere deep. My senses scream out that this is an abomination. Oh, Stella, please don't get too close.
Can you hear the birth that dwells within me? Can you hear the way it roars and thunders?
Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. Oh, it's the cycle. Do you think she's become an egg?
Like one of those things is gonna pop out of her? What a horrid thought.
No. No. I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained and maybe some antibiotics, that's all. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer?
We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Birdie.
As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently, first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. There's something out there, all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Birdie, come on, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that?
The gardeners come to mend and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become.
You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you dare step another foot closer. I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates, and the thing that steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Bertie, tucked under Duke's arm. Stella! Stella, there's another one! The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. No! You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Oh my God! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Bertie with an oddly jointed limb, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! Get the thing away from Gretchen. No choice. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Huck! My hero! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Duke? Blood! Blood! My heavens, I smell blood! Oh, bummer! Oh my God! Oh my God, what do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step one is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step two. What's step two? Stella, we need to get our story straight. Duke had a hunting accident by himself. But people need to know about these things. Duke's family deserves closure. The town deserves to know what's out here. Maybe the cops will help. It's going to be a lot harder for them to believe what really happened than to decide that some stranger from the big city came into town and shot someone. It would be too easy for them to pin this on me. You're right. I barely caught anything. But if we got more footage, if we got a clearer shot of these things, maybe if we follow that blood trail. Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to town and regroup. As you and Stella make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. Keep moving! You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there! You and Stella reach the main road and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. Sounds like they've stopped following us. That horrid stench is certainly gone. Are you sure we shouldn't call the cops? Yes, I am goddamn sure. They are only going to make things worse. Okay. But we got to take this to someone. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back on the main road, you must finally be getting reception again. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. And 13 text messages. And that is what we'll come back to next time. Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes. That's awesome. This was a lot of fun. I'm very excited to keep going with this. So, yeah. This was Scarlet Hollow, the start of Scarlet Hollow. Very cool. I'm looking forward to continuing this tomorrow, 3 to 5, same time, same place. I hope to see you all then. Until then, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Duke is fucking dead. Duke is fucking dead. I was never going to let Gretchen die, but Duke is fucking dead. Fuck. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday, everybody. Goodbye. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.